When I say blue collar girl, I did not know Sophie Cunningham was gonna take that this personally. I mean, this girl was all over the floor. She was crashing the glass as well. Sophie Cunningham was doing everything on the floor. This game was fully Sophie Cunningham's game. I cannot believe what I just watched. I know I always say Sophie Cunningham is a blue collar girl along with Lexi. I was expecting Kelsey Mitchell to come out here bombing away. Listen, man, if you don't know already, the Indiana Fever played their first preseason game without Caitlin Clark, of course, the sad part, okay? But on the bright side, the Indiana Fever came out with the win on top over the Mystics team. Despite what people may think about the Washington Mystics team, this team definitely can get nitty and gritty. They can muck up a game as they proven tonight. I would never expect anything less from the Washington Mystics team. They can get physical. They got a lot of length on their team. They got mid-range shooters on their team. They got spacers on their floor. Listen, the Mystics could definitely do some great things this season and find out what could work for them. But back to the Fever, Caitlin Clark did not play, and I was very skeptical about this game because I'm like, what are you going to do without Caitlin Clark? How can you make this game a good game? How can you win this game? Come out with a win on top and make it look clean, not just go out there and roll a ball out and try to fight buckets, make layups and stuff like that. I'm talking about run actions. Stephanie White was doing beautiful things. Kelsey Mitchell had a bunch of open looks that she missed. So don't look at Kelsey Mitchell's stats at the end and be like, oh, Kelsey Mitchell had an off game. No, Kelsey Mitchell just got to knock the rust off. This is not a real game, so I'm not going to read into Kelsey Mitchell too much. You know what I'm saying? But let's talk about the end of this game real quick, okay? The score was 71-65. It was 1 minute and 7 seconds left. I walked away from the game. I'm not gonna lie to you. I went to the bathroom. I went to go wash my face and everything. I was getting ready to start this start recording. I'm like, yeah, this is a loss already. I gave up on the girls, and I would never do that again. I will never give up on this team again. I don't care if Caitlin's not playing or not. What I've noticed tonight is that these girls are dogs. And listen, with that being said, let's get into the MVP. We're gonna introduce the MVP stat right here. I'm gonna bring you guys. This is what we're gonna do post game. We're gonna bring up a bunch of stuff, so it's not like last year where we just talking and talking. We're gonna have graphics up. So we got MVP is Sophie Cunningham. Okay, Spicy Sophie. Yeah, we're going to add a sound for Sophie. Don't worry about it. Y'all already know I'm already on it. We're going to add a sound for our girls. 21 points for Sophie, 8 rebounds, and 2 threes. I mean, this girl was on fire. Round of applause for Sophie, yo. This girl was on fire. No, she couldn't be stopped. Sophie was getting to the line. If I remember correctly, Sophie Cunningham shot. Let's look it up right here. Sophie Cunningham shot 7 for 8 from the free throw line. This girl not only hit 2 threes, but she shot 87%, 7 for 8 from the free throw line, and she wasn't even a starter. She wasn't even a starter. Like, this girl came out on fire. That's why they call her Spicy Sophie. She got into it with Kiki. Like, Sophie is not for the game. She picked up a flagrant on Kiki. You know what I'm saying? Well, Kiki picked up a flagrant on her. She tossed Sophie to the ground. Sophie's just a pest. That's what it is. Sophie was in there. She was in there with Kiki. Kiki was annoyed, so she threw Sophie to the floor. Sophie shooting free throw. Like, Sophie Cunningham, this is a Sophie Cunningham glaze session. I'm be honest. Caitlin Clark is going to play tomorrow, most likely. That's not confirmed, but she's not missing playing at the Carver Hawkeye Arena. Let's just call a spade a spade. You know what I'm saying? Jaylen Brown, she hit a big shot at the end. She shot 1 for 6, but do not let the box score fool you. This girl definitely done amazing things at the end as well. I love the defense, by the way, for the Fever. Let me see if I can pull up the team defense, how much total steals we had as a team and blocks. So before we talk about steals and blocks, I do want to highlight that our turnovers were our Achilles heel in the whole first half. We had more turnovers than the Mystics. I don't know the exact number yet. I'm waiting for the stats to load up here. But before they do, I just want to highlight that we did finish the game with less turnover than the Mystics. We forced them to 22 turnovers, and we stayed at 18. We started off bad, so I'm cool with that, but we definitely gonna need to keep that number above under 15, under 12 if we want to have any luck at, well, with Caitlin Clark on the court. I don't have too many problems with that, you know, especially with this roster, because last year she had turnovers because people couldn't catch her passes and stuff. We know that's not happening this year because they're ready. They know what to expect coming into the season. Anyways, the Fever as a team, we had only 2 blocks, but we had 9 steals. The Mystics still topped us on both ends with 3 blocks and 10 steals. So the box score is not going to really tell you what the eye test showed, because if you look at the game, deflections, bothering shots, like I'm talking about Natasha, how we're gonna highlight that film as well. there were so many fouls. I don't know if y'all remember yesterday or maybe it was a couple days ago on my NBA reaction when I said, no, it was with Rosie actually yesterday when I said Natasha Howard, when I was talking about Aaliyah Boston's help defense, well, Natasha Howard help defense on Aaliyah. Natasha just needs you to bother the shot. She's going to go up there and get it. She do not care. She don't need no, do not foul this girl. Please do not send her to the line. Don't give them nothing free. Bother the shot. I'm going to send it to the bleachers. That's all she's there for. Natasha Howard, she literally, her timing at blocking shots is like, that's a skill. And she's highly skilled at that. So not only is Natasha Howard good at scoring, that girl can play intense defense. And I believe she could win Defensive Player of the Year this year. Like, I honestly do believe that. Her weak side, like, she's going to have so much blocks. She's going to have so much deflection, so many steals. Let's pull it up. Did Natasha even have any steals or blocks in the 19 minutes she played? No, she didn't. But she blocked it twice. But they all both fouls. I'm going to pull it up for y'all. But just shout out to our girls. You know, Sophie Cunningham with 8 rebounds. Great. Like, that's great for us. I'm going to be honest. And then we got Aaliyah Boston with 8 rebounds. You got Natasha Howard with 8 rebounds. Wnba with 4 rebounds. And 2 of Dewana's rebounds were offensive rebounds. 2 of Natasha's rebounds were offensive rebounds. 2 of Aaliyah's rebounds were offensive rebounds. That's 6 offensive rebounds between your starters alone, okay? Well, if you want to include Sydney Colson, surprisingly, she had an offensive rebound. So that's 7 offensive rebounds among your starters. And let's not get into the bench. We got Brianna Turner with 4 rebounds, and one of those is an offensive rebound. You got Lexi Ho with 5 rebounds, and one of those were offensive rebound. You got Jaylen Brown with 4 rebounds, and 2 of those were offensive rebounds. Like, I mean, these girls was crashing the glass. Even Michaela Timpson had her offensive rebound. Didn't see too much of her, honestly, because I probably wasn't paying attention. But I didn't really see too much of Michaela Timpson. But it's cool, you know. We got an preseason to see her probably next game. Hopefully we see Michaela Timpson. But man, this was a great game. I have so much praise for these girls. Like, a lot of people expect us coming in to just look amazing. You gotta understand, this is game 1. These girls, and then Caitlin's not even on the floor. The person that brings this all together, y'all know I call her Mitochondria Clark. She's the powerhouse. Without her, it's nothing. You can have a Lamborghini. If you ain't got the key, it's worth nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, I literally cannot wait. Carver Hawkeye game is tomorrow as well. Like, this was honestly like a teaser. If y'all think, and then Caitlin Clark is going to play with fresh legs tomorrow. I'm kind of happy she didn't play today. It kind of hurt though. I'm gonna be honest, not seeing Caitlin Clark after waiting this long. Like, I'm just so greedy, but you can't be too greedy because you don't want her to get hurt. So I'm glad that Caitlin Clark did the mature thing, or whoever it was, the health, the coaching, you know, the doctors. I'm glad whoever it was that pushed that button and said, nah, we ain't doing that, Caitlin, today. We'll see you tomorrow. Caitlin should be 100% tomorrow. If not, we're gonna see Caitlin hoops tomorrow. That's all that matters. Miss, you know what I'm saying? That's the big important part. But listen, man, I'm gonna drop a film video later today, so y'all be on the lookout for that. Possibly around 6, maybe 6 to 7 p.m. is my preferred time. But if it gets more beefier than that, it might go to 7:30. But just the 2-hour window, if I had to give you one, 6 p.m. Eastern time to 8 p.m. Eastern time. Give me some time to break this film down and see what happened. Can't do it tomorrow because we got a back-to-back tomorrow. You know I usually do the film the next day after, but we're going to drop it today as well. So we're going to get straight into all of that. And I'm going to see you on the next one. Let me know y'all opinions. Let me know y'all comments. And I appreciate all y'all for the support. We finally made it to the regular season, baby. Oh my goodness. Smash the like button, smash the sub button. It's your boy Venom. Give me sound recommendations for our girls, and I'm gonna see y'all in the next one. Let's go, baby. Sophie, we love you.